Now to an Eyewitness News exclusive. Tonight, questions about a convicted pedophile living in a neighborhood that is swarming with children. How was he able to move into the Carmel, New York community? Here's investigative reporter Sarah Wallace.
You do understand why people are a little fearful that you're in this neighborhood.
I know they are.
Convicted pedophile Lance Smith is listed on the state's sex offender registry as a level 3, the highest risk. He says it's not his fault he landed in the picturesque Putnam County town of Carmel in a multi-family house. It's across the street from a daycare center, down the block from a nursery school, around the corner from a children's learning center. Oh, and there's a school bus stop directly in front of the home where Smith now lives. Did you molest a child?
I did, yes. It was my daughter, yes.
And that would concern people. I mean, there's a school bus going here right by now.
That's why I try to get in. I go in as quick as possible. I walk around all the streets. I don't come anywhere in contact.
He spent 7 years in prison for sodomy. Law enforcement sources say he had sex with his young daughter for years. He was released on parole just last month and claims he was placed in this house by authorities. Did they not know that there was a preschool across the street and a bus stop right here?
Yes, they did.
Do you think you still have a problem with children?
No, I definitely don't. I don't have a choice of where I can go. I have to go wherever parole puts me.
There are children in this multifamily house. This neighbor and her young son live next door.
I didn't know that he was a pedophile, that it was his daughter. I didn't know any of that.
How does that make you feel now?
I was a victim of child molesting myself, so it doesn't make me feel very comfortable.
Carmel's police chief told us when he got the notification about Smith, he contacted the parole officer.
Well, we were astounded, too, that he was placed in an apartment house across the street from a daycare center and down the block from a pre-K kindergarten. We expressed our reservations about this, having a level 3 sex offender at that location.
Believe it or not, New York State doesn't put restrictions on residences for sex offenders, something Senator Greg Ball is proposing to change. There's no state law that says that sexual predators have to stay away from daycare centers, nursery schools?
Zero. My state law is very simple. It provides a 1,000-foot buffer for schools, for playgrounds, and for facilities, child care facilities.
In the meantime, neighbors are expressing their outrage. Elisa Quadrucci is circulating petitions to get Smith out. Here's the argument. They have to live somewhere.
Absolutely. And he has to live somewhere, but he doesn't need to live around these children.
Do you think it's a good idea for you to be in a place where there's so many children around? Is that tempting at all?
No, not tempting at all to me. Trust it. I have no interest whatsoever. I just want to continue on my life. No.
Do you feel at all that you're being vilified? Do you think that people are...
No, I deserve what I get because of what I did.
A spokesman for parole, now the Department of Correction and Community Supervision, told us that officials are concerned with what they've learned about this case today and are taking steps with social services to remedy the situation. From the newsroom, Sarah Wallace, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.